I'm lying here, 1 week before I leave for GBB, and I have been feeling conflicted all year. This last year has been a roller coaster of different things to be excited and worried about. Starting my independent career, stressing about taxes, learning more about video editing, improving in Photoshop, experimenting with rapping, getting stronger and fitter by working out, starting out in Ableton, etc. But the thing I've put the least focus on was looping. After last edition, I was so excited and confident to prepare for next edition like I never prepared before. But that didn't really happen. I was much more interested in improving as a content creator than I was as a musician. And honestly, I still am. Whenever I forced myself to practice loops, it felt forced. It's not to say that I don't enjoy looping anymore at all. Like, I still really enjoy doing it, and whenever I get into it, I really get into it, you know? But sometimes it did feel like I was forcing myself to actually get behind the loop. I think there has definitely been a pressure all year of I have to win again. And I kept telling myself this because, well, first of all, I do actually want to win again. But at the same time, I feel like I've become really disconnected from looping in this last year. Seeing how looping has evolved, it made me feel differently. And it has been very difficult to actually force myself to loop and create new stuff. It's definitely not the same as it used to be for me. And definitely not as easy. In the last few months, there have been a lot of times where I was thinking to myself, I genuinely don't want to anymore. I was actually thinking of not wanting to participate in GBB anymore, skipping and not even going to Japan, which is crazy, like skipping out on performing in Japan for GBB. It's definitely a crazy thought to myself as well, but I have been thinking this quite a lot lately. I honestly often felt a bit empty and insecure, not knowing if my stuff was gonna be good enough again for GBB. Not knowing if I was gonna be good enough for GBB again, you know? But lately I've been feeling the excitement again from some feedback from friends, and actually getting behind the loop has been fun again lately, you know? So it's been a bit of a roller coaster in this regard. So yeah, while I did have a lot of conflicting emotions and thoughts and difficulty practicing sometimes, I did still prepare this year. I prepared the rounds that I wanted to prepare for GBB this year, so that has been cool. Of course, after the last GBB, I made a point to myself to not reuse too much stuff anymore, because that seems logical to me. I wouldn't want to reuse textures or playground too much again, especially in GBB, you know, and that has been a different kind of pressure. And this pressure got fortified, like strengthened, by all the complaining after Kickback, even though my reusing wasn't that crazy in my eyes. But this pressure definitely got bigger after Kickback, people complaining. So that has been another pressure for GBB for me. So yeah, my next points are on some of you guys, actually. Emphasis on some of you. It still boggles my mind to have groups of people online complain about you. Why don't they create something new? Why doesn't Yaswede make anything new? He's reusing. When they probably haven't ever in their life created anything themselves. I can imagine it's not easy to imagine how difficult it is to sometimes create something you're genuinely happy with. The amount of times I have been looping and just dissatisfied with what I have been creating. I feel like some of the people online don't understand. They will type away without a second worry in the world and not treat the artists like it's not difficult for them. Like, you can just shit out any fucking music or round that you want, you know? But once again, that creates a different pressure once more, like the fortification of I can't reuse anything, because then there will be even more backlash or hate or whatever, you know? At the end of the day, I think to myself that I don't really care too much, which I still don't, but at the same time, it is still extra pressure for me. So yeah, I guess I do care. I'm trying to say I don't care because fuck them. But at the same time, it does just add pressure. So yeah, whatever. Okay, you get it. But yeah, it has been especially annoying because this year my last priority was looping. And to then still get complaints about looping stuff so much has been especially frustrating. But again, I'm still really happy with what I accomplished looping-wise this year and what I have prepared, so whatever, you'll see. Well, just to say, shut the fuck up, get away from comment sections, start creating something yourselves instead of projecting on other artists what you're not doing yourself, and start treating artists like the humans we are. We're not music cows, like content cows who only do that one thing. We're multi-dimensional creatures, you know? I think Biscuit touched upon this topic recently as well with Kickback, so yeah. I recently had someone say to me, after I sound checked one of my new songs, "Finally something new from you." I'm sure he meant it in a positive way, like, oh, I'm happy to hear something new from you. Come on, man. Who says that? Finally something new. That's... come on. Do better. It's whack. It's super whack. Another thing I've discovered in this last year is that there's only one thing on a lot of people's minds, which is GBB. Everything has to be GBB related. Every video that gets put out, every new song that gets made, it has to be GBB related to them. I don't blame them for that because they're in a specific scene where they want to see specific artists in a specific competition, which I don't blame them for that at all. Me included, and a lot of artists I know, we've been there. You know, we see the artists we admire and we only want to see them do shit in GBB. Or a specific competition, like this year Kickback as well. Everything has to be Kickback related or GBB related. And again, I don't blame them for that. But it has also been a bit demotivating as a human because, well, there's so much more in our lives happening. Like, now I'm gonna talk for myself because it's about me. Such an asshole thing to say. But no, I just don't want to speak on others too much. But for me, there's so much other stuff that I want to learn and get better at and improve in, and other stuff that's happening in my life. So for anything I do to be related back to GBB or Kickback, it's so demotivating. You know, it's another kind of pressure that gets put on me. Like, can I really not do anything online without it being related to GBB? It's a bit weird, but I do understand it, I guess. This last year I've also been doing a lot of gaming streams, and it's the same there. I will do the gaming stream and a lot of it will just be me getting bombarded with questions regarding Kickback, especially in the last few months, which has been a bit frustrating. It's been really exhausting. And again, maybe I should put this on myself for live streaming in the community that I'm in. I should kind of expect it to be coming my way, all the bombardment of it, but at the same time, I stream games because not only do I enjoy it, but there's also a lot of other people who enjoy seeing me play a game for what it is. You know, there's no beatbox involvement, at least not too much. There's only me, the game, and the people who want to chill and vibe with me. So to then have people spawn in the chat and immediately ask me questions, like not a hello, not a how are you, just straight, oh, did you see MH destroying you in Kickback? Like, it's so much of it happened. It's been really exhausting, to be honest. So in this last year, that's been another kind of pressure in a way. Again, I don't blame them for that because I am still in this specific beatbox scene as they are, and they have specific questions maybe and specific excitements regarding me and my performances. So I don't blame them for that. But it's sad to think that maybe I should only stick to one thing online, which is not something I really want to do. I want to experiment with all kinds of stuff, including the gaming streams, because there's still a lot of people who like it, including me. I really love doing it. So, you know, but yeah, maybe it is a thing of only doing one thing online, which again is not something I really want to do. Also, I just want to clarify, I know there's been a ton of people who have been supporting me and sending love my way, and even though they asked me maybe beatbox questions, I know there's a lot of people who want to genuinely support me or see me succeed in competitions or whatever, so I'm very grateful for that, don't get me wrong. I'm just venting my frustrations and everything I've been experiencing in this last year, you know, so just know I am genuinely grateful and I'm still looking forward to the future. But yes, back to the main topic. I will be leaving to Japan in 2 days. I will be leaving Thursday morning. It's crazy how fast time has moved since the last GBB. In this year, I've struggled with a lot of thoughts of forcing myself to loop, of not wanting to participate anymore, of being scared of losing any battles I will be getting into, mainly because of a fear that I don't want to disappoint anyone, especially seeing all the support I have been getting. I don't want to disappoint myself in this competition, and also not all the people who have been behind me in this journey, you know? So that has definitely been a bit of a fear of mine. But having said that, these last 2 weeks I have genuinely started looking forward to it again. I wanted to say something gay, like my main goal is not to win this year, but that would have been a lie. One of my goals this year is still winning, but it's also to have as much fun as I can and to innovate even more on what I have been trying these last years in GBB and Kickback. I want to do the things I've been wanting to do, and I'm genuinely looking forward to doing the things I have prepared. I tried to innovate last year, I tried to innovate a bit in Kickback, and now for GBB I want to do some things that have never been done before on a GBB stage. At least not too recently, and also just never been done before. So yeah. Again, thank you to everyone who has supported me along the way and who will support me starting now. I will genuinely do my best to represent myself as an artist and as a human this year. So look forward to it. Also, here's a screenshot of me asking Mirza if he wants to help me in my next video. Hold up! If you want to further support me as an artist and a content creator, consider checking out this loop station video. I put a lot of work into it, and maybe it's a bit niche, but it's still a pretty good video if I do say so myself. So check it out, man. See you in GBB, Tokyo.